How's it going, guys? My name is Scott, and this is my citizen journalist video as to why I decided to carry a firearm. Now, before we get started, let me say I apologize for the quality of the video. I'm using my phone because I have no other means of recording a video. So thanks for your patience and understanding with that. Now, moving on. Why did I decide to carry a firearm? What's my reasoning behind it? I've got three reasons for it, and they are as follows. Reason number one, it is my constitutionally and God given right to carry a firearm. That one is pretty cut and dry, in my opinion. Doesn't really need an explanation, but if you do want an explanation, go ahead and read the Constitution. It will tell you everything you need to know about that one. Point number two, self defense and the preservation and safety of my family. Now, this one for me is probably the most important because it's my family. But that's not where it stops. But don't get me wrong, I'll do anything it takes, no matter the cost, to protect and keep my family safe. But like I said, that's not where it stops. It doesn't end there. Point number three, and this is the one that has the biggest explanation because it tends to turn heads or make people go, why? And so I've had to explain this a couple of times. Now you see, back in 2000, and before I get to the explanation, let me give the point. The point being is to protect you and your family. Yeah, why would some random stranger be willing to lay his life on the line to protect you and your family? Now the explanation for that is as follows. Back in 2009, I took an oath. I took an oath to defend this country and its citizens against any threat. And that's not an oath that ends just because I'm no longer in the military or in the army. It's one that follows and sticks with me until death. It is one that I will continue to uphold with my dying breath. What does that mean for you? It means that if there is a situation that arises and I am around, I will do anything I can, up to and including sacrificing my life to make sure you make it home to your family. Uh, that oath means, what does it entail? To protect this country and its citizens. Well, its citizens are Americans. Now, Americans, we're a nation of individuals and culture and freedoms to do and act how we choose and believe how we choose. But it doesn't separate you. It doesn't matter your race, your religion, your sexual orientation. It doesn't matter. Anything that could separate you from me as an individual does not come into play in this. It doesn't matter. You are an American, and I will do whatever it takes to protect your freedom, your safety, and make sure you make it home to your family. Now, more into that is what does it entail? It means that I will dedicate my time and my money to training myself and better preparing myself for an instance where, God forbid, I have to use my firearm. Now, why would I train myself for that situation? Because I want to stack the odds in my favor. I don't remember exactly how far back, but I watched a video that James Yeager put on. It was the three things in a gunfight. You need tactics, you need gear, and you need luck. Tactics is a big one. That's where your training comes in. You need to know what to do in certain situations. Gear is more along the lines of personal preference. My opinion would be pick stuff with proven track record, be it Glock, Smith and Wesson, Sig Sauer, firearm wise that way, because not everybody's gonna walk around with body armor on. Most guys just carry a firearm, a sidearm, and those three, in my opinion, are probably some of the most proven firearms on the market or brands on the market. But again, that's personal preference. I just say pick something that's got a proven track record for reliability. And number three, luck. Luck is a big one because it doesn't matter how tactically sound you are, how good you are. Doesn't matter what weapon, whiz-bang, badass gun you have. If luck isn't on your side, it's not going to work. So that's another one. Luck is a big one. But continuing on from there, That's why I feel, or that's why I will continually train to try and better my odds, at least tactically, to come out on top, to make sure that not only you make it home to your family, but I make it home to mine. Because going back to the second point of safety of my family and protection of my family, I can't protect my family if I'm dead. So I want to make it as likely as possible that I will make it home. Um, Moving on with that, another one is uh, gun carriers in general, and who we are. Now, I'm not going to say everyone out there is just like me, but I'm fairly certain there are quite a few, if not millions, who think just like I do and will do anything to protect the lives of the innocent. Uh, Now, that's just my opinion. Take it for what it is. But yeah, I mean, so there's a bunch of us. So don't mistake that it's just me. Uh, or the guys you see on video. I mean, I'm not even sure if all the guys you see in videos on YouTube are the same way. Uh, Pretty sure James is like that, and a few others would do the same. But hey, who am I? Uh, and then when you get into something that we've all been seeing quite often, and that's the media portrayal of the gun owner as this bloodthirsty, paranoid lunatic who is. Oh, I include paranoid in there, but that's more along the lines of self-defense. Paranoid, they make the guy who says, "I carry a gun for self-defense," as this paranoid guy who's always looking over his shoulder. Not at all. That is not the case at all. I am not paranoid. I'm just aware. I pay attention. I know what's going on around me. Maybe not at all times, but most of the time. Um, and then you go back to the media portrayal of gun owners as bloodthirsty lunatics who are looking for a fight. That's not the case with probably 99.9% of gun owners and firearm carriers. That is not the case. I personally would do anything to avoid a confrontation or a fight requiring the use of my firearm. But if necessary, I stand ready to bring violence to those who would bring violence to others. Now, on that bloodthirsty crazy guy, uh, referencing another YouTube guy, Mr. Coleon Noir had a video about gun owner types, and one of his types was that "I wish a mofo would" guy, um, that walks around looking for any reason. Now, this guy he's probably fairly new to carrying a firearm, and I'm not going to say he's not fit, but he's probably not on the maturity level he should be, or maybe even not ready to carry a firearm. But who am I to tell him he can't? It is not my right or my place, or anybody else's place or right to tell him he can't carry a firearm, unless he's like some psycho lunatic or something crazy like that, felon or whatever. But continuing on with it, these are big things. The media makes guys like me look like psychopaths, and that's not the case at all. All I want is to make sure that the people of the country I love and my family are safe, and I will continue to do that until I stop breathing. So yeah, that's my story as to why I decided to carry a firearm. I hope that somebody, whoever watches this, gets something out of it, whether it be insight if you don't know anything about the gun culture, or maybe just some entertainment for however 10 minutes. Uh, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and remember, God bless and stay vigilant. Yeah, because I forgot how to talk there for a second.